Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and safety to the elect who are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? This is a Ratazah, all right, once again, and, basically, I just want to give a disclaimer before I get into this video. Slakia, if the videos, when you have these iPhone, screen lessons or whatever, they, for some reason now, the last 30 to 40 seconds, it'll cut out. I noticed that with, brothers having been kind of complaining who have iPhones. Satan is definitely messing with us, man. Messing with our YouTube videos, messing with our thumbnails, messing with the screen videos or the screencasts, So, this is Satan working, man. So if you hear brother about the end of the video and it cut out, he didn't do that on purpose. It's Satan cutting the time on it. But anyway, I'm gonna use this article on the screen from Blacklisted News, which was shared by a brother. I want to use this as a, just want to make a few comments, bring in a couple of scriptures, basically, going into how this world is just totally, it's just engulfed in death, man. All right, and everything, and you damn right, okay, that we could point the finger at the so-called white man. All right, we don't care if it sounds like a broken record or we're complaining. You goddamn right, man. All right, this whole setup, this whole system, you could point the finger back at the so-called white man, who are indeed the Edomites when you read the Bible, man. All right, we know you don't like to hear that. You like to deny it, run away from it, try to disprove it, and say the Edomites done. You are the Edomites, man. They are the Edomites. All right, and all of this that's going on, as far as articles like the one I have on the screen with, which we pretty much have articles like this every week. They start coming out pretty frequently now. All right, with all the filth and mess that the so-called white man has polluted the earth with, is taking effect. You have these animals like birds falling out the sky. You have fish by the thousands, and hell, if anything, by the millions. Various species coming up on the shores of beaches and stuff like that, dead. Whales coming up dead, beaching themselves. Certain forest life dropping dead. As I mentioned, birds falling out the sky. All of this is because of the pollution and the filth that the so-called white man has brought on the earth, man. All right, and I want to get a few scriptures going into the fact that basically in that day, nature as a whole is going to be against the evil, man. All right, just like it says in Jeremiah 16:16, how the men of the Lord are going to have a chance to get down, so to speak. All right, like it says, I was sent for many fishers, but then afterwards I was sent for many hunters. These animals, the same ones that are popping up dead, thanks to the by the hand of the so-called white man, they're going to be getting busy too in that day, man. And they're actually going to be alongside the men of the Lord, man. All right. So just as much as the Israelites are being oppressed, being killed and oppressed and held in captivity, these animals are going through the same thing. It's this other creatures the Lord created, and other beasts. The Lord gonna let them get some get back, man. It's like you have that movie that came out years ago called The Birds. I think it's by Alfred Hitchcock. I might have to watch that movie again, when them birds was terrorizing you devils, man. All right, you got other movies out there and other TV shows that show how animals, they basically react and they retaliate, and they just jack you people up, man. It's always so-called white man. All right, you don't never see really Jake like that get attacked by animals, man. It's always you goddamn so-called white people. All right, why? Because they're angry at the way the earth is ran, man. All right, I want to get a quick scripture. All right, this is Job 5. I'm gonna start from 19, but the point is in the point should be a couple verses down, I believe in verse 22. This is Job 5 and 19. It says, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles." This is talking about one who's of the elect of the nation of Israel, not you other nations, man. All right, not for damn sure, not the so-called white man, not the Chinese, not the Japanese, not the Hamites, because we're not Africans. All right, none of those other nations. This is pertaining to one who's of the elect of the nation of Israel. It says, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword." Verse 21, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh." This is talking about during the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, when as they say, when shit hits the fan, so to speak. The men of the Lord are going to be grounded with a certain level of faith and hope. All right, and that's what's going to separate them, Lord willing. You know, us. You know, Lord willing, we're part of that number. That's what's going to separate us from the rest of the people on earth, because they don't know what the hell's going on, and they're going to be just lost, going on nothing. The men of the Lord are going to have a boost of faith stored up, but that's going to get them through. So that's why it says, "What? Neither shall thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh." All right. It says, verse 22, "At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shall thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth." All right. Yeah, it's going to be, the Lord has some very intimidating beasts on the earth, man. Creatures, animals. But it says what? We're not going to be afraid of them. Why? Because we're going to be in league with them. You know, these animals, you know, the same ones that are dropping dead by the thousands, they really want the righteous back in power. All right? Just like it says in Proverbs 29, I believe, where it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. You could lump the just nature as a whole into that, man. All right? When the righteous, when the Israelites are in power, nature could just flourish, man. The earth could flourish. You know, life is brought back into the earth, man. But it says when the wicked bearers rule, the people mourn, and that's what's going on now. Even the animals are mourning under the rule of these devils, man. But it says what? Neither shall I be afraid of the beasts of the earth, because we're going to be in league with them. All right. It says, verse 23, "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field." Yeah, that's nature. You know, we want to be in league with just the earth, the elements. You know, this whole setup that the Lord created we're actually going to become one with the earth, man. All right. It says what? It says, "And the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee." You see that? Because we're not the ones spilling gallons of oil into the ocean, man. We're not the ones spraying barium oxide in the air, all right, through these airplanes, chemtrails, all right. We're not doing that. And by we, I'm talking about the Israelites. It's the so-called white man. So yeah, you're damn right. We're gonna point the finger, and we're gonna shine the light on these devils, so to speak, man. They're the ones doing it. So that's why these animals, all right, are going to be these animals are going to be getting busy on you, man. All right, and they're going to basically join forces, so to speak, with the men of the Lord, man. All of that, lions, okay, different birds, different species of birds, all right, certain sea life, all right, all of that, man. Okay, it's going to be a joining of forces of good against evil, man, in that day. All right, let me get one more scripture. All right, I didn't want to go into the article. I just wanted to use that headline just to make a few comments on it. Just want to use this last scripture in the video. All right, Ecclesiastes 39 and let's see, yep, 39 and 28. It says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them." Yeah, so there's spirits out here that's created just to bring death, man. Bring death, bring judgment. All right. And all this is the handiwork of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Scriptures say what? I kill and I make alive, man. So yeah, when these judgments, certain judgments come on people, you know, depending on whatever type of device is used or whatever spirit was included in that judgment, that all came from the Most High, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. See? Yeah, fire, hail, and famine and death, man. All right? All for vengeance. It says what? Verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Yep. See that? Teeth of wild beasts, man. You know? Animals, man. Certain beasts on the earth that were specifically created to jack the so-called white man up, man. All right, and some of these beasts are the very ones that are being tortured, that are being poisoned, that are dropping by the thousands, man. You don't think the Lord is going to unleash these beasts on you? All right, because they're wild animals, man. All right, the Lord could just tap into their spirit, and they just go buck wild on you, man. All right, and by the you, I'm talking about the so-called white man, you so-called white people, the Edomites. All right, the ones who causing all the turmoil on earth. All right, with your pollution, with your demonism. All right, your New World Order agenda or what have you. You know, the Lord gonna allow these animals to get some get back, just like the Israelites is gonna get some get back on you, man. Pursuing the Revelations 13 and 9, man. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, man. All right. And we're going to wait until the Lord give us the green light. All right. It's all through prophecy because, you know, they like to twist our words and label us as violent and all that. Nah, man, we spiritual, man. It's all in time. It's all through prophecy. It's all through the spirit of things. Okay. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that out concerning the these high death tolls of these animals, all right, and how it's going to basically lead up to a particular judgment coming on the so-called white man for the filth and the death he's pushing out on the earth, man, over everybody, all right. So hopefully that was edifying, all right. Until next time, shalom.